Good day everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video I would like to talk about the new aircraft vehicle which we can all obtain by completing the new crafting event. This aircraft will be the early F4 version called the F4F and it will be stored in the German tech tree. This is very good news as it means that somehow there will be some sort of a reason to play the higher tier battles with the German nation, which actually makes me very happy due to the fact that we'll have some sort of a mix of different vehicles in the German tech tree, since we already got one American jet and a few Russian aircraft as well. This also means that we technically have a complete German aircraft setup for the time period, which Ganjin is trying to focus on due to the fact that the German used Russian jets and bombers and the American F-104 has been used by the German until the end of the Cold War. According to the Ganjin's main community manager, the F4F will be in the Germany's rank 6 aircraft division, meaning that it will be right below the current remaining F4 jets, and it will be more likely to compete against vehicles such as the MiG-19 or the early types of the MiG-21, which could perhaps make it easier for the players to adjust themselves to the top tier in a proper way. The pros of this vehicle is the fact that it has, quoting, superb flight characteristics. I don't exactly know what it means, to be honest. However, doesn't mean that it just looks nice as it does, or perhaps it means that it has a very good flight quality, which I'm not so sure about due to the fact that it is the early version of the F4. We have already seen the difference between the A4 and its early version, where its wings actually break if you pull too many Gs, where in the newer version those wings don't really rip off too early. You actually, it takes quite a bit to actually break them. Another advantage of this vehicle is the fact that it has a variety of mounted weapons, which means that we'll be able to load bombs, rockets and missiles possibly at the same time to make sure that we can perform different types of actions during each mission without having to go back to the airfield. However, as we get the pros about this vehicle, we also get some of the cons from the community manager. Flares or chaff will not be included in this vehicle, meaning that it will be a lot more difficult to evade enemy missiles. However, at this battle rating, we'll be using the early missiles, meaning that perhaps it will be still pretty easy to avoid them. For example, if you're flying the MiG-21, the F-13 version, it is pretty easy to avoid enemy missiles due to the fact that all of those missiles take quite a lot of time to actually hit the target, and it is very easy to actually avoid them. Another negative information about this vehicle is the fact that it will not be using any lock air-to-surface weapons, so we might say goodbye to the AGMs. This is pretty bad for the players who will be using this vehicle in the tank realistic battles. However, at the same time, the F4s do tend to have a massive amount of bombs and rockets, meaning that we will be still able to carpet bomb or spray the rockets at the enemy units. And now let's jump into some of this vehicle's history. As we can see in the dev blog, we can see that the community manager has already written some of the information about this history. We find out that this vehicle has been imported in Germany in the 1970s due to the fact that they wanted a cheaper and simplified version of the F4 aircraft, which has led them to purchasing an early version of the F4F. Some of the equipment for this vehicle has been produced in Germany due to the fact that they will pay less for the actual vehicle and its modifications. However, due to that, it also has simplified radar, which will perform wars to the current versions of the F4 jets. In the 1973, the vehicle has completed all of its tests and 175 of them were imported to Europe, which in my opinion is a very massive amount of jets, especially after World War II. The last F4F regiment went into the retirement in the 2014, which is a pretty long time for its service. By the way, fun fact over here, did you know that some of the countries are still using the F4s in the Air Force? However, this is not all the good news about this vehicle. There will be also an additional F4 vehicle in the German tech tree for free, meaning that everybody will be able to get their hands on a German F4 jet, which is a surprise, but a welcome one. One might just say that is a great addition to the collection after saying hello there to the new crafting event in the game. And that will be it for this video. If you had enjoyed it, please like it, share, comment, channel. I'm saying this for the first time in ages, to be honest. And yeah, switching to HM Eagle maybe fairly soon. And yeah, see you later, have fun, do whatever you want to do. And yeah, wash your hands. Bye.